Hello, my lovely Wolfpack, and welcome back to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I can't wait to get started, but before we do, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, share the show with all your friends, and join the pack today. All right, so my friends, they've been dubbed the Seditious Six by conservatives in the media. Now, this story has been making its rounds on the internet and other places for the past couple of weeks, where 6 Democratic senators and congressmen and women took to social media to instruct members of the military to defy orders from the commander-in-chief, President Donald J. Trump. Now, my friends, political violence is on the rise here, so this story is getting pretty crazy. It shows me how out of control Democrats in our government are getting. We have the news from coming out last night that Tim Pool, the host of Timcast IRL, shout out to him and his team, had shots fired at his studio, apparently. And then you have another report of somebody getting arrested involved in death threats to Benny Johnson and Laura Loomer, who are both conservative commentators, podcasters. So with things like this becoming the new normal, with right-leaning podcasters being attacked and getting death threats, with all that, things are becoming exceedingly dangerous. And with people like this in our government stoking the flames of sedition within our armed forces, I don't know where exactly we go from here, guys. We're living in a time where civil war is honestly becoming more not just possible, but probable. So let's go ahead and get into it here. First, I'm going to show you guys the video in question that was put out by these, I'm just going to say it, insane people. They're fucking insane. But let's go ahead and take a look at that. We'll bring it up here for you guys in a sec. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We got that pulled up. Alright, so I got this video from X, obviously. It was shared on here, and we will go ahead and play that for you. Maybe, if I can get it to go. Okay, here we go.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military.
They really
the
want you to know
community
that they
who
were
take risks
once
each day to
in
keep
the
Americans
military,
safe.
too.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now. Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
Against American citizens.
like
Not
us.
happening.
You
by
all
the
swore an
way.
oath.
Not-
To
it's
protect
just
and
not
defend
happening.
this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you. We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Don't give up this ship. These people are fucking lunatics, dude. Anyway, let me see. I gotta get out of that. So, yeah, like I said, these people are absolute lunatics, dude. I can't believe they put this shit out there. Now, I want to kind of break down why I believe that this kind of stuff just straight up can't be tolerated, dude. First of all, I believe, and I'm not a lawyer, so don't quote me on this too much, but so I'm just a guy that bitches on the internet here. I bitch about shit. That's what I do. I bitch. So I'm not a lawyer, so take what I say with a grain of salt and look it up for yourself. But in my opinion, this right here, that whole video was was illegal. Go ahead and look it up for yourself. I actually got the law here. 18 U.S. Code 2387, Section A, subsection 2. So go ahead and look that up. It's basically how you aren't allowed, it's illegal to stoke any sort of division or sedition within the military. Look it up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a lawyer, but from what I've seen, once again, I'll tell you here. 18 U.S. Code 2387, Section A, subsection 2. So go look that up for yourself and make your own opinions on whether or not what these senators and congressmen did was illegal. But I think it's illegal, and cannot, based on what I read in that U.S. code, I think it's illegal, and it absolutely cannot fucking be tolerated. Trump and Pam Bondi, the DOJ needs to really go after this. It cannot be tolerated. This is an escalation, ladies and gentlemen. This is an escalation. What they're telling troops in this video, or so they claim, as to, I think, kind of get around this loophole of how it's illegal. They have this loophole action that they're doing. They think it's some 4D chess fucking move. And maybe it is a loophole, but when they claim that they're calling for these troops to disobey illegal orders, and they've been on the news. Some of these senators and congressmen, they've been on the news, and whenever asked what these illegal orders are, they have absolutely no fucking answer for this. But let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say that's what they're doing. We're just instructing our military that they don't have to obey illegal orders. But at the same time, if you've noticed, for the past basically the whole year, Democrats in the media, other Democrats in the government have all been screaming to their constituents and to the people that may be watching in the media that absolutely everything Trump is doing is completely illegal. So, and then they come out with this video. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just connecting dots where they might not connect, but I'm just in my conspiratorial brain here. I'm connecting the dots that this video was quite literally and indeed dropped in a sort of calculated move to stoke division within our armed forces. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. That's the game that these assholes are playing, dude. They are assholes. They think you're fucking stupid. Listen to me. They think you're fucking stupid. They think you're stupid. Prove them wrong. You're not stupid. I don't think you're stupid. Nobody thinks you're stupid. Except for these fucking people in their goddamn ivory towers. They think you're fucking stupid. They think that you're not going to look up 18 U.S. Code 2387. They think that a rudimentary Google search, they think, and maybe they're playing to their base because their retarded liberal base, maybe they are that stupid. They won't even do a rudimentary Google search on this shit. But it's just my opinion, guys, that this video was a calculated move. Because if they were just telling troops, we're just informing them that they don't have to obey illegal orders, okay, but they already know that. Like, our troops are already well aware of this. Why now? Like, why does this video come out like, do you guys think it's a coincidence? Well, in my life, every single instance of my life, I have figured out in my experience that there's no such fucking thing as coincidence, dude. Everything's purposeful. These people are not ignorant. They may be retarded in their delivery, but they're not stupid. These people know exactly what the fuck they're doing. That's why they had to put in there only illegal orders. Because they know they can't say to straight up to defy orders from the chain of command, but they threw that in there. Illegal orders. That do what those illegal orders are, they have no fucking idea, because Trump hasn't given any illegal orders. There is no illegal orders. You people are fucking retarded. There is none, man. They're purposely trying to stoke this flame, and it's one thing, guys. This is why I want you guys to take this video seriously. I want you to take it seriously in the way of not what they're saying necessarily, but like how they're saying it. And when the video has come out, they do this weird thing, man. This weird thing. It's like a psyop, dude. I swear to God. And it's only for crazy people like me to put the fucking pieces together, the puzzle, I guess, that they lay out. They leave like breadcrumbs for people like me, I suppose, to follow. But I don't see any other way. I need you guys to take this seriously, though, in the fact that these people know what they're doing, man. And like I said, the reason why I want you guys to take this seriously is because it's one thing, we see it all the time, the crazy loons, the weirdos that have blue hair and are dressed in drag, out with their picket signs, screaming nonsense out of their stupid faces. It's one thing when it's people like that. That are kind of going out there and they're trying to start their own little weird communist revolution or whatever. But I want you guys to really see how this game is played, because when it's those kind of people, it's like, okay, I won't brush it off, but you know, I can see how like normal people that aren't quite as tuned into the news like I am, I can see why, like, yeah, sure, you can brush that off. That's a fringe minority group of crazy weirdos. Nobody's gonna listen to them anyway. They're basically losing the PR battle here on all that. Like, but when it comes to this is not them. This is people within our government. That's when the situation becomes a little scary for me. When people in our government, like, because that's mainstream. That's not a fringe minority of weirdos on the internet. Like, no, this is leaders, elected representatives within our government stoking the flames of civil war. That's a little fucking different. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. I believe it's entirely not just possible, but it's becoming more and more probable that this is something that we're going to have to deal with at some point. And it's definitely scary. It's scary for me. I don't want to be in a fucking war, man. I bitch on the internet, and when I'm not doing that, I'm just a construction worker. I just do drywall, man. Like, I don't want to be a part of any firefight with a bunch of, I can just imagine right now a bunch of like weirdos who, like, men that think they're women marching down the street like like it's a complete, it'd be a fucking clown show of a war. I will say that. And it would be short fought, because obviously the people with the more guns are gonna win. And having the backing of the sitting government as it is right now wouldn't hurt either. But it's as silly as it sounds when you try to think about it. It is serious, because I'll tell you right now, in all the history on civil wars, not just the American one, but all over around the world, like, from what I've found, nobody wins. Nobody wins a civil war, dude. Everybody loses, dude. Everybody. Even the winning side loses. Like, nobody wins that war. It's like, civil wars are some of the most disgusting, disturbing wars that there can be. Just on my basic knowledge of human history, when it comes to things like this. So I'm telling you guys, you don't want this. If there's people out there that are like, yeah, bring it on, no, bro, nah, we don't want this, man. Like, it would cause it would cause so many fucking problems. I mean, even after the first American Civil War, like the aftermath was not fun. Like picking up the pieces of that, it wasn't like what you guys think it was. It wasn't a big party or a big celebration. It wasn't. It was a lot of having. It was having to bury like several American people. Not just the civilians would be involved. That's the problem with the Civil War too, is civilians are involved in the Civil War, bro. Like, this ain't like some far off land that somebody else is gonna fight for you, dude. Like, no, and I don't know. Just from what I've read about Civil Wars, this is not anything that any of you, even the people that are shouting about that say they want it. No, you don't, dude. No, you fucking don't. Your stupid communist revolution. And it first of all, you'll lose. And it's not gonna happen here. It's not gonna happen. Try your shit in a different fucking country, man. Because it ain't happening in America. I can tell you that right now. We are the bloodline of rebels, dude. Of real rebels. Not your fake fucking communist weirdo out there fucking picketing out in the street. Not your fucking Rainbow Brigade fucking Antifa member. No, you're not a fucking revolutionary if you're one of those guys. No. You're not a rebel. You're just a fucking useful idiot. You're a useful idiot. Go and read some fucking communist manifestos. You are the useful idiot that they talk about. So yeah, but it's not gonna happen here. So I don't understand what they're doing. I don't know if this could be. I've talked about it on the channel for a long time, basically since I started this channel. I've been talking about accelerationism. So I don't know if it's that, if it's just people in the deep state, the they that we all talk about. I don't know if they're like trying to slowly push us off our country, like push us off the cliff of some of this stuff. Just trying to end it quickly. Like they're trying to speed up America's like fall of Rome moment, you know? And maybe, like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but we'll leave it there. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the show with all your friends and everyone you know, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.